Show number 50. Can you believe we've done 50 of these shows?
I can't believe it.
It seems like the time has gone like that. I'm wearing my Clear Skies Movement shirt tonight because I just didn't feel like getting all deaded up this afternoon. No other reason. I just thought, why not pay a little homage to the vehicle that got us here?
Right.
So, speaking of clear skies, we're watching Hurricane Erin, and I think it'd be well worth taking a little look at an update. What do you think?
Sounds like a plan.
All right, here we go.
Ladies, don't overdo this.
Oh, this is a commercial, so this isn't what we're talking about. There we go. Skip. And
Erin is getting bigger. Matter of fact, it's about to get really enormous, everybody. And it's showing that it is going to intensify as we go through the evening for this evening and over the next 24 hours, maybe 36 hours. Now, let's get into the forecast of what's going to happen with Hurricane Erin, plus the next two waves come along. I'm still showing that my forecast from this morning still holds true in all areas, everyone. The Euro has also shifted a little bit to the west. Again, just minor details, just the expansion that this system is going to get. It's going to expand the wind field as it comes closer towards the shore.
All right, so I'm going to
fight it. It is going over the warmer waters still and the deep ocean heat content like I showed you in the previous video. And it is going to take advantage of that and grow and intensify. Matter of fact, if you take a look at the wind field right here, this is Hurricane Erin's wind field of tropical storm force sustained winds. Now look up here.
That's a big wind field.
This is going to be that same wind
still.
field, and you got a picture of all the thunderstorms and everything that's going to be around this thing. Now I have some new information for you, and I have a message about what's happening for this weekend because I will not be here.
What's going to happen this weekend?
But you can take a look at it now. The latest forecast has a Cat 2. It's going to intensify. Still a Cat 2.
Change, babe. I've
So
lived
going
through
to
the
intensify.
hurricane seasons.
Yeah.
Still a Cat 2.
So
this is National
so-
Hurricane.
It's finished as man-made hurricane.
It sure seems like that. I was just checking on our friend. Maybe you remember last night we had Sean Hendricks on.
Yes.
And I was just looking. Let me go to his page real quick. And he, SHA.
Oh my God. Will you?
W. Aha. All right. Take a look at this. He just posted this. Hold on. Let me back this up and put a little sound to it. Hurricane Erin already impacting North Carolina. This is Cape Hatteras. This only gets worse. Please evacuate of told to. It probably means if told to. But that's not good. That's coming right up there. These are homes, right? So.
Oh yeah, there's homes right on the beach. They're all on stilts or whatever you call them.
Yeah, I
I'd
just
never
wouldn't-
buy a home there on the water.
I wouldn't be hanging around. Remember when we would live down in Corpus Christi and we'd go out to South Padre Island?
Yeah.
They had all those homes way up like that. I mean, over a story high.
Yeah.
Probably 10, 12 feet off the ground.
You have to look at the storm surges that they get.
Oh, I don't know that I could live on a barrier island. I'm just saying.
It finishes, go to windy.com and select satellite view, and you can see the trails of the hurricane. Oh, cool.
Okay, well, let's take a look at this.
But yeah, Jen says it's, Erin's 750 miles out. So, I mean, I remember when I lived in Sarasota, the hurricane, that first summer that we ever lived there, we boarded up like 5 times.
Yeah.
And it was like a big season. They said they've never had to board up that many times. But the big one that hit south, it was supposed to hit us. And I remember sitting in the bathroom with the kids in the toilet, in the bathtub, and mattress over us. And, power went out and it hit like, was it Punta Gorda?
Yeah.
And it just got wiped out. And we were saved. So, I mean, it can say right up to the hour before. And that hurricane will do whatever it wants.
Yeah.
Although that's 20 years ago. who knows what they're doing to the weather now? Are they directing this?
Exactly. What was the big hurricane that hit Miami that did so much damage?
There's so many different names.
Adam or Alan or something like that. I know, right? So look at this. I got the windy thing up.
Thing?
those wind bands are crazy.
Yeah.
That is.
So you will feel it. Yeah. Look at it. If that wind band comes around.
Yeah, it's
going to hit Charlotte's.
Yep.
I remember watching the bands. It was really cool. You just see it come. We had like an acre of, and the wind, you could see it rustling in in the trees, coming closer, like there's some monster coming at you.
Yeah.
And then the whole house would shake, and then it would go around, and so yeah.
Yep.
They're pretty cool.
Let's see. Let's take a look at the track for Hurricane Erin. What I do? Let's go back to hurricane track. Hurricane Erin, there we go. So here's what they're saying. Spun out, turned into a Cat 5, 342. Now it's got a lot of warm water, is what I'm hearing. So it's gonna beef up. So everybody on that coastline, you guys be safe over there. It's gonna be real interesting. I was just thinking last night actually, if we see the next radars pulse and draw that thing in, or something else pushes it in, it'd be really interesting to know. And I'm sure that's why companies like Windy and Ventusky pulled the anomaly software, redid it so we couldn't see the massive weather modification power plant that down in Antarctica.
Yeah, that was weird.
But they could steer that wherever they want.
Mm-hmm.
So, does anybody ask why is it the Trump administration allowing all of this spraying, all of this geoengineering? There we go. It seems like there's something we don't know. I'm very curious. I'm going to be very curious to find out just exactly what is it that we do not know, because I don't know. I've been putting a lot of thought into this lately, and I think that I don't know, babe. I'm curious as to why someone who professes to love America and Americans, and who truly is doing some incredible stuff, allows it to happen and has really stepped it up. Mm-hmm. And now, I mean, I've been coughing and stuffed up, and my eyes are gritty because we've got forest fires, wildfires all around us.
Yeah, I can't even see our mountains. There's just this haze.
Yeah, it's not fun. That's what I'm saying. Well, so let's take a look. Who do we have in the chat today?
We've got Christy and Jen and LaShawn and Pat and Vectum. Vectum's going to hang out here tonight instead of X, because I think X now is not letting people chat unless they're a premium customer.
Right, I saw that.
Last night they were saying that, which is not nice.
Does anybody think that is reprehensible? There we go. I was taking a look on Facebook. There's nobody on. I am as shadow banned on Facebook.
I don't even know why you try.
I know, neither do I.
Terraforming for the dimensional beings and seasoning us as food for them. That's what Vectum says.
Yeah, well, Vectum, I don't think you're too far off. There's something about that. Well, let's now that we've did a little update there, babe, I've got a story that I think you're going to enjoy.
Yeah.
I'm listening to Caroline Levitt today, and this is what she had to say about, the U.S. is sending warships and 4,000 Marines to Venezuela to take their corrupt dictator, Maduro, and put him in cufflinks.
Really? Cufflinks?
Yeah. Cufflinks.
These radios are not your old walkie-talkies.
I should have pulled it off and
Garrett, this is Steve.
Yeah.
Emily. Thanks, Caroline. I wanted to ask about the 3 U.S. warships that are being sent to Venezuela, and there's 4,000 Marines on board. Are you looking at the possibility of boots on the ground there?
What I will say with respect to Venezuela, President Trump has been very clear and consistent. He's prepared to use every element of American power to stop drugs from flooding into our country and to bring those responsible to justice. The Maduro regime is not the legitimate government of Venezuela. It is a narco-terror cartel. And Maduro, it is the view of this administration, is not a legitimate president. He is a fugitive head of this cartel who has been indicted in the United States for trafficking drugs into the country. And with that, I will leave you all, and we will see you later, if not tomorrow, and I look forward to taking more of your questions. Thank you.
There we go. So Caroline Levitt breaking the news there. Well, not breaking the news. I mean, we already knew about it. But we've got 3 warships and 4,000 Marines headed down. I'm sure that we've got submarines, kind of trailing underneath, and drones and satellites and whatever else we have ready to go. But the 3 American warships, can you imagine? It only takes 3 American warships for us to go down and raise hell in Venezuela. I mean, that shows you the kind of power that we're talking about. But let's look at Venezuela. 1995. Oh, dear. Venezuela today. Well, I just had to figure out how to say it. There we go.
Pat keeps saying video keeps freezing. Anyone else having this problem? Not on my end. Oh, Jen said yes.
Yeah, we had an issue when we started.
Yeah,
so,
when we started, everything was freezing. So.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on today.
Could be a fun one, folks. Hang on.
Yep, please do hang on. Sorry about the technical issues. It's I really don't know what is going on here.
That's the one thing you don't really have control over.
I really don't. As much as I like to think that I do.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Victim, we had it on here on Rumble and on X when we were trying to come on.
Yeah.
Pat saying Rumble.
Oh, the problem is on Rumble?
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
I had Rumble issues. I kept freezing and changing the timer. Okay. Yeah. What did you find your little video?
No, I didn't. I don't know where I had it. I was going to pull up a video of yesterday and today, and I think that I may have just misplaced that. I spent a lot of time today, in my defense. I really wanted to know, what does it take after last night's conversation with Sean, right? Mm-hmm. Because I have kind of a different idea than Sean. Sean's taking it kind of the traditional way, and I don't think traditionally. I think that if we took and we built X amount of houses on a piece of property, what would it take to build that infrastructure? How could we do it? How could we live?
Oh my God, you're obsessed with this idea.
Well, you know me. I get on something, and I really like the idea. So that's what I did with today, and we'll probably talk a little bit.
So you didn't plan a show.
We'll talk a little bit about that. Baby, I can't believe what I'm hearing. Let's see. I have also.
You're leaving us hanging here.
Well, it's because I thought I had loaded stuff up, but evidently it's just I know exactly where it is. I have been watching Landman, and Demi Moore is on Landman, and she does not look like Demi Moore, but she does look remarkably young. I think she's 57. Is that how old?
Yeah.
So I started digging into that the other day. And I came across this, and I've got 3 videos that I want to play you that I want you guys to take a look at and give me your idea, because are we looking at adrenochrome and the way that just hundreds of thousands of children disappear, and
you think that's what's making them younger? I think it's the NAD that they're getting drips with.
Well, could be. All right, let's take a look.
What if you could reverse the aging process simply by getting a blood transfusion?
It's a controversial startup. Ambrosia is the brainchild of Dr. Jesse Karmazin, and right now there are 5 clinics located across the U.S. Karmazin says 150 people have already gone through the process, and several of them have even done it a second time.
My name is Jesse Karmazin, and as you heard, I'm the founder of Ambrosia. We're a company interested in making you young again.
Dr. Jesse Karmazin believes the fountain of youth is filled with blood, young blood, preferably that of a person under the age of 25.
So this is a company that is a startup company. They've got places all over the U.S. Didn't they say three different places in the U.S. where you go in and you get this treatment? But it reminds me, and she says in there, blood, young blood.
Mm-hmm. Adrenochrome.
Adrenochrome. So now take a look at this.
I mean, look at the Kardashian's mom.
Oh, yeah, Kris Kardashian?
Yeah, she looks amazing.
Exactly. So now we have Ghislaine Maxwell exposed it all. Bill Gates cloned thousands of babies on Epstein Island while white hats launched a global takedown as Trump prepares retaliation. Okay, so we'll read the first one. Ghislaine Maxwell, hidden in a federal black site, has confirmed the most horrific operation in modern history. This is Dr. Mengele stuff right here. World War II, Dr. Mengele type stuff. Bill Gates oversaw the cloning of thousands of children on Epstein Island in a deep state genetic slaughterhouse. Jesus. This was never just sex trafficking. This was the cover. Beneath the island was a military-grade biotech lab built with CIA black budget money, a Mossad support, and big tech billionaires funneling billions through Gates proxies. So the reason I mentioned this is because we have heard that people are not allowed on either the big island or the little island that Epstein owned. So there you have it. What do you guys think in the chat? Do you think that our government has been complicit in this? Not only, misplacing. Now they're saying it's something like 250,000 children went missing during the Biden administration, and it was the Obama administration.
Do you think all the clones that we see, that we're supposed to see, Hillary's a clone, and all these different clones, they still look old and ugly? The real ones are living young lives somewhere?
Well, I think that is entirely
if it's
possible.
Out there, why would anyone want to get old and ugly?
No, I'm enjoying it.
If you're one of the wealthy, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
I don't understand if this island has all this stuff and an underground. I mean, that island is made of sand practically, so I don't know how they built anything underground that was safe. But who knows? But I don't know.
Yeah. Well, we have the.
But I'm also not like nothing surprises me anymore.
Mm-hmm. So I think that we have there's a article that I saw the other day that I just thought of, where you can have your head placed on a young body that is grown for you.
What?
Right? Yep. Absolutely. So let me first head human transplant. That was 2019. Let's see. Let's see if
Forbes.
If
you're old and you're on a young body?
Can you transplant a brain into a young new body? And would you? Well, I think just about everybody would. This article is about 2 years old, but they're talking about the aging effect and transplanting your head onto a younger body. Now, I had that thing. Do you remember the video that I had with the mouse? Did I get to play that the other night?
No.
Let me just look and see if I can.
You're squirreling everywhere, mister.
Well, it all connects, right? It's all of the same technology.
Yeah.
So you've got the blood that keeps you young, and then when you're ready, then you get to transplant your head onto a body that is grown for you. Who did that body come from? Is it one of the clones, or is it a child that they've grown up to a certain age, 16, 17, 18-year-old? And then...
but what if your face is 80? I mean...
Well, so I was going to look for that and let me take a look. And if you guys think I'm squirreling all over the place, let me know. But really, I think that
Jen says, yeah. I don't know. A couple kids went on Epstein Island and videoed and showed it looked like a movie prop building. maybe there was something underneath. Could be.
Yeah.
I remember, I saw that show, Jen, where they snuck onto the island.
And I think in that clip, they actually said that you're not allowed to be there.
Yeah, Jen says, lol, transplanting a head won't work.
Well,
I mean, you have to put the spinal column, that's you'd be paralyzed. You have, if you can do that, then you should be able to help people who are paralyzed.
No. I think that you misunderstand medicine. Medicine is.
Do I now, doctor?
Yeah, absolutely. Medicine is for the wealthy.
Oh,
it is not for you and me to be able to walk after we get in a car accident. Having medicine, the highest grade of medicine is only for the wealthy, the connected. So
I agree. See, Jen says the human body is too intricate. And Dectum says, love that movie with Bruce Dern and the two heads.
Right? Exactly. I forget the name of it, but here's the thing, is that we've been talking about this exact subject for decades now.
Mm-hmm.
I think that it is possible that it can be done. Let's see. Head transplant.
Are you fine?
God, I am getting so fast at typing, baby. It's because I do it in real time now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see.
Why don't I look them up while you talk?
So this is 10 years ago right here. Oh, hold on.
I see a glare on Sergei's head affecting the camera. Is he willing to wear a wig? Just kidding. That was Pat.
Consultant neurosurgeon at St George's Hospital.
No wigs.
Welcome to you, indeed. Let's just look at this process.
This is 10 years ago.
And according to Dr. Canavera, the first stage will involve the patient and donor's bodies being cooled down so the brain cells don't die during the operation. And then the neck will be partially cut through and the blood vessels will then be connected to the other body with tubes. So far, so simple?
So simple, yes. I mean, I haven't done any of these myself recently, but in theory, every section has a grounding in science and in a certain amount of medical practice. So the practice of cutting or excluding blood vessels that supply the brain from the circulation and then restoring that circulation temporarily to the brain with tubes is very well recognised.
And what do you gain from lowering the temperature?
Again, lowering the temperature of the whole body and hence the brain between 10 and 20
So
degrees.
it is possible.
They haven't done it yet, though.
Haven't really. Well, we don't know. This is the thing. We really don't know. What did you say? A head transplant for a full body transplant is an experimental surgical operation involving the grafting of one organism's head onto the body of another. So Dr. Mengele actually did these type of studies, and they had a movie that actually tipped its hat to this. Well, no, but we have heard over the years that there were horrific experiments and living animals that had different heads on it or just a head alive and that sort of thing. So the technology was there back in the 40s. What do we have? And we've got Dr. Frankenstein. So he sewed a body together.
Right. It's even rare for doctors to transplant organs properly. Malpractice is the third leading cause of death, Jen says.
Well, we know without question that there are a lot of bad doctors. But what if you found the best team of doctors on the planet? You paid them extraordinarily well, because how much, if you were worth $200 billion, is it worth a couple billion to have your head transplanted onto a younger body?
Well, we'll see.
Right? So it costs you $2 billion.
I'm sure they're practicing. It's just not right now. It says as of 2025, a head transplant has not been successful.
Oh, this is fiction here on the internet right there.
Oh, and the movie Victim says is called The Incredible Two-Headed Transplant.
Right.
I never saw it.
Yeah, it was like a glorified B movie.
Okay.
Bruce Dern. I love Bruce Dern. I mean, he played some great characters.
Sarah G's on your Substack over there.
Oh, Sarah G, nice to have you over there, holding Substack down.
Yeah, there's a couple.
Yeah, there is a couple. I mean, I'll tell you this. I've been really busy trying to figure out the Rumble and how do you connect locals to it and everything. But I'm going to get back to writing some articles this week, and we'll get those posted up both on locals and on Substack.
Yeah.
I've got a series to finish up over there on Substack, so I'm kind of ready to do that and start creating a little more content now that I've got a handle. It's not easy. It's simply not easy for me to figure out how to put all of this stuff together. And especially the censorship. Is anybody else out there that is involved in the Clear Skies movement or talking about geoengineering? Are any of you experiencing any kind of censorship? Because I will post something and it will literally disappear off the screen right in front of me.
On X.
Yeah.
Yeah.
X is, and I don't even bother anymore on Facebook.
Yeah.
So
that's why we're focusing on Rumble and Substack.
We're rebuilding it. It's tough. I mean, it's really, really tough to be shut down when you've worked so hard to build something. But
yeah, they're saying they're out, yes, we are being blocked and all that. So they agree.
Well, I'm very sorry about that, and
so much for freedom of speech.
Yeah, I love the fact though that we are all in this together, and we're getting the censorship thing figured out because we're moving off one platform, moving to the other. So with that, if you could follow me on Rumble and watch me on Rumble, because the fact of the matter is, the reason that we started is because we've been warned by X, and I'm worried that they're going to just completely throw me off X.
Which I find interesting, because there's some people who talk about worse stuff than us, and they have hundreds of thousands of followers, and I don't get it.
Yeah, but it's not, right? You can talk about death, and you can talk about the most graphic sexual perversions. You can talk as much LGBTQ plus stuff as you want, but what you don't get to do is talk about the stuff that directly affects human beings, and that is done by the government.
Clear skies,
yeah, right. Building a community, right. I guess that's okay, but you're right. It's all of the things that we are doing to get the sky clear and to make sure that hurricane doesn't spin out of control.
Mm-hmm. Pat says it is the trigger words that really get us censored, like i.e. chemtrails.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
But why? We have to ask ourselves why. And why do we put up with it? Holy free holy. Is X really that important that all of us, that every last single one of us will hold on to X because it is a platform? I'd say we find another platform. There's somebody mentioned like pickaxe the other day. I have no idea what that is, but are there any other platforms that can do what X and Facebook and Instagram do? I don't know, but how big of a reach do you need?
Well, what about the voice of talking, about X? Maybe they will change.
Yeah, it's entirely possible.
If they want us to stay.
Yep.
They're losing, and there is a big, huge uptake on Rumble. I've been reading that they've just exploded over the last year. That's because X has just become so ruthless on their shadows.
Gestapo topic, toxic. It is, anymore. I feel dirty going on X. Giving my content to X just does not make me feel good. But anyways, speaking of that, baby.
Of the clear skies?
Well, of building a community.
Oh, We'll go back to that.
Well, I've been looking at alternative ways to create electricity. So, we have wind power, we've got coal power, we have got water, hydroelectric power. But I think there's a couple more ways to do it. And one of those ways is with wood. So take a look at this. It's called a wood
check it out today with the
gasifier.
50%
Oh, you mean for our little
offer.
community?
Exactly.
Oh, okay. I was going to say not for the world.
So create a generator. Oh, there we go.
Oh, she's getting her
System
jumps
has a
in.
timer. It's monitoring the flute.
So look at
increase in
this.
temperature, which generally means you've driven off most of the moisture, and then you'll be starting to drive off some of the volatiles. But it'll usually be a really heavy, dense smoke, and it's not yet flammable. But once you keep that burn going, eventually you'll be producing enough
So let me tell you what this is. This is a gasifier. And what you do is it does two things at once. Well, three really. It creates heat. It creates a gas that you can then burn in a generator rather than having to use oil-based gas, right? You can run that to create electricity. And then inside of this thing, he is making charcoal, activated charcoal.
I was going to say, does he have is a smoker too,
gas
where he can
that
cook?
it's actually
Right,
flammable,
exactly.
and you can light the flare stack.
So look at this.
Once you can light that on fire and you know the syngas is now flammable, you can begin piping it back into the retort to continue its own burn, so you don't have to maintain the fire below.
So we've got that. We've got this guy building one right here, just so you
Hover
guys
at a lower temperature as the water.
We've got this guy building one
and then
right
you
here.
might see a rapid increase in temperature, which generally means
so
you've
right
driven
away I
off
just
most.
used whatever wood I had. So
All
I'm
right.
not too surprised. This is actually pretty good.
Look at this. He is powering this generator, an 8,400 or 6,750 watts.
Kind of carburetor deal where this is the gas coming through here, but I need to let a certain amount of air in. I don't know how much.
But he's running this generator, and you'll see.
Doesn't sound like it's running.
Well, there was like flamage that just.
You'll see that he actually gets it running.
Come on.
Here we go.
It was powering the light, obviously no problem. We loaded it up to 2 kilowatts.
That is all
And
exhaust from cooking wood.
So here's the big question.
That's
This
the gas.
pipe might be a bit small. I got it down to a 1-inch pipe.
Yeah.
I just find it. I just find this stuff fascinating. Here, let's take a look at another way. So then we have.
Vectum says people disappear when they look for ways of free electricity.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah, they do.
So this, we've talked about this before, but you divert a little bit of the river, and it just goes right back into another channel, right? So, oh, well, I kind of like the music.
There we go. Well, you divide. That looks simple.
And it spins a turbine, and I calculated today that it would take either 2 or 3 of these to power roughly 40 homes, a community. So not just homes, but a cafe, a machine shop.
Really?
Yeah.
You did this today?
Yeah, you were like, what are you doing today? Let me see if I can bring any of that up.
It's Braveheart.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, is that what that is? So
No, the guy looked like that. I don't know, Jen.
I've got a self-sufficient energy plan. Let's see if we can take a quick look at this. Move that down.
Crickets.
And this is a live show, so we're allowed to do what we can do. All right, so application capture. Then we'll go here. Oh, nope. Window capture. There, that's what we want to do. And we're going to go to pages. And here we are. So here we go with a self-sufficient energy plan. We'd probably need 300 or 400 acres, 40 households, 100 people. We've got a blueprint structured right here, and population average continuous about 70 kilowatts. We would need facilities: town square, bakery, butcher shop, cafe, central kitchen, event center, machine shop. Now everybody else would have their own kitchens as well, and you can have whatever kind of power or stove or however you want to cook. But I'm just thinking, something to start with that gives us all the conveniences of life, or gives whoever. A machine shop, a mechanic shop, workshop, barns, and a greenhouse. And all of a sudden, you've got 250 kilowatt vortex hydro units, create a 100 kilowatt baseline. So there you go. It's fish friendly. You can use it in all sorts of things. I think that would be fantastic. What do you think, babe?
Beckham says he loves it.
I really love the idea. I mean, the more I think about it, and the more somebody says you can't do it, I think you can. And I think the way you do it is first of all, you send your scout team out, and they map out, we'll have a general idea, something like this, right? Let me go here, and let me go here. So let's say that we have an idea like this. Bang. And we're going to say, all right, each home has 1 acre or 5 acres apiece. Here's where we're going to do our setup over there on the right. Our hydro setup. We've got our biogas and biogas, baby. You mean, wait until I show you. I'm going to show it this week.
You drew this?
No, I had Chat GPT.
Still
drew this, but I just wanted to show something. We could have something like this, or we could do.
That's cool.
Yeah, something like this.
Where's the homeschooling?
Right.
I like that. That's really cool.
Not half bad, right, babe? So here we go. Got another one. And there we go.
It's finished. Says, Sergey, are you printing these documents in case we get a blackout?
Yes, I am. I'm pulling them off. I've got a nice little collection started.
I don't like that one.
As Dawn knows.
That's too crowded.
Well, so you've got the homes here in the center, right? And then a few. So everything that is orange would be the homes, and then the other blocks would be the requisite farmland.
Yeah, it looks too small and crowded.
Okay, well,
I like the first one.
The first one's not bad, and that's just. I mean that's just. Thank goodness. That's just, my thoughts for the day. Of course, I'll map something better out and see what I can do about getting a program to draw it up. But I think that it is entirely possible to do something like this, and we are hearing more and more disturbing stories about some type of apocalyptic event, and now. Hold on, let me pull this up too, because I was just looking at. Hold on.
Have you seen those copper pipes that people are putting together that help? I guess they create a vibration in the ground and out through the top of it, and it actually helps divert the sky, cloud. The bad cloud away from your property, so you could put those all over the property and keep
well, do they
your
work?
Property clean. Supposedly,
yeah. I mean, supposedly, but has anybody out there tried it? I would be really interested to know. It doesn't seem like it's going to be working.
Right. Well, the one I saw, the guy time lapsed the cloud that he was pointing at with this apparatus that he built, and sure, it dispersed, but most clouds do disperse. Even if it's a chemtrail, it does move to a different part. It doesn't just stay there. So I don't know if it worked or not, but it's interesting. Jen says, I've used copper wire for my garden, and it helps keep the bugs away, and it helps enhance growth.
Oh, that's good.
Okay.
Yep. I'm really interested in thinking of new ways to do old things, right? So how do we take the best of what we have for life today and create a community that is both modern and self-sufficient?
Yeah, farming.
Right.
Small farms.
Exactly. And I mean, really, you want the best way of life. Take a look at many other countries that are still the people grow their own food or hunt their own food or ranch their own food, and they're healthy. Take a look at Americans, and we're fed somebody else's food. We have no idea what's in it. None. We absolutely have no idea what's in it. And the problem with that is, we're being dosed, we're being drugged, we're being inoculated. It can't be good for you. And our average lifespan is declining. I mean, that's the other thing. This next generation will not outlive us, babe. That's what they're saying, that when people are going to start dying in their 60s because we are fed horrific stuff.
And you go on your X under It's Finished, he... or she, I'm sorry, it's finished. I'm always forgetting everybody. He sets a link with the copper. Can you open it up?
Okay,
But that's exactly what I was talking about. It's Finished with these copper pipes that the people are putting around their homes.
Baby, what is the at? Is it at It's Finished?
No, just go to. Aren't you watching your feeds?
No, I'm not. But here, let me go.
The problem is, Sergey's on a Mac. I'm on a.
All right, here we go.
Different one, so I can't share.
All right, I'm going there right now. Let's see.
It's finished. Okay, I won't.
There we go.
I wish I knew your real name. Has sent me.
Okay, here we go. Now, let's share this screen.
A very simple setup. This is a piece of rebar with a copper pipe, and what I do is I pour water in the copper pipe. I let it pool right here, and what you're going to notice is above me, completely clear. That's the magic of a cloudbuster. That's really cool. But look at clouds all over the other place, and then clouds all over here. But just a simple setup. You could put multiple copper pipes into the ground, fill them with water, let them pool, and watch what happens with your skies. Magic. And if people want to learn more about this, look up the work of Trevor James Constable and Wilhelm Reich. Enjoy.
So the ones I saw, there was like 8 in a bundle.
Right.
And really long. So I guess the bigger they are, the more powerful they are. It'd be interesting.
I think it will. Let me just take a look at CLOUDBUSTERS. Cloudbusters. Okay. Well, it looks like we have got a Cloudbuster is the device designed by Australian physioanalyst Wilhelm Reich. Oh, okay. Which Reich claimed would produce rain by manipulating. Well, oh, okay. So does it use that same technology? Remains of Cloudbusters located in Maine. Okay, let's take a look at copper.
See how big those were?
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
So if they won't clear our skies for us, we'll do it.
Yep, that's exactly right. So here you can get this one for $1,400. Let's see what we have here.
Now you're shopping.
Yeah.
All right.
Now I'm just shopping. But people are making these, babe, and that says a lot right there.
Well, that means they believe that our skies aren't clear. But also Pat, I think it was Pat or Jen.
Okay, so
he's using them for other things too.
That right there is a very serious cloudbuster. So water is resonant medium for unusual external environmental factors. Okay. So cloudbuster antennas used by the author in field trials in Kansas, America Southeast and Southwest experiments described here. So you've got any number of possibilities. And then, of course, this is
our community.
Yeah.
And across the world, on the nation, why doesn't people just start doing that? So if they're manipulating the sky, aren't we kind of manipulating it too?
Yeah, if they can, we can. There you go. So here's a 3-foot copper pipe, 2 L-based container layers of aluminum swath. I don't know what that is. Shungranite copper, clear quartz, rose quartz, topped with copper coils and Solante wraps. I don't even know what this is. That is really advanced.
Really advanced.
Really advanced.
No. But yeah, Super said that last one, like, look at that thing. It's like a monster.
Yeah, exactly. So there you go. I mean, this is something that people are making and selling. You can buy one, you can make one, but I really want to know if this actually works. Does it really work? Because we can fantasize about it, saying, yeah, that's going to actually clear the skies. But until somebody does it on those layered days, I want to see where you don't see the sun. And we go through weeks where we don't even see the sun here in Boise. They literally mattress the clouds. Mm-hmm. Not a cloud break. The sun does not have a chance. The plants don't, nothing. We do have those clouds that melt, the melting clouds.
Right. Well, Jen says her copper wires, so not those pipes, kept her bugs away, enhanced the growth of her garden.
Yeah.
So, it'd be interesting if someone actually built one out.
Yeah,
out in the middle of nowhere and see if it on their property.
It certainly would. So now I have. I'm gonna pull this video right here, and I want to know. So my daughter sent me this yesterday. And they have just cleaned their pool. And hold on, I've got to find where the video went. Well, babe, it takes time. It's got to be. Oh, is that it? Yep, I found it. All right, so here we go. I'm going to just pull this in right here.
It was absolutely pristine,
like bring that up.
Like glacial water, and it's been like that for over a month. And then it rained for the first rain, and I watched it turn green. Nice, and the pool is so green, it's fizzing. When I went to go brush it, it is literally fizzing, emitting a smell, and as you can see, has this like.
They just
2 days ago.
2 days ago.
This pool was pristine. I'm telling you. And it rained, and I watched from my kitchen window as it slowly got greener and greener, and now it is a biohazard. And I have to believe that is something that they are spraying to cause this.
That's my grandson in the back there.
Look at the bubbles. It's weird. It looks like sludge.
It does look like sludge. There's something going on.
And it was blue the day before.
Yeah, they just cleaned it.
Like pristine.
Yeah. So John and Sebastian cleaned it. Did the whole thing. John, right, is my first ex-wife's husband. And he grew up in that house. He's cleaned that pool since he was, young kid. Yeah.
Factum says the pool at the Olympics in Brazil looked like that.
Oh, did? Yeah. Oh my God.
Did she take a pool, like a water sample?
She just sent that to me yesterday.
Oh, but did she take a water sample, or did you tell her to?
I didn't say anything. I said, "Wow."
That's what you said. Wow.
Yeah. I said, I'm going to ask. I asked her if I could show that video tonight. She said, yeah.
I would get a sample, put some in a nice clean jar or something. And
then I sent her a picture of Scooby-Doo in the Mean Machine. And I said, we're going to solve this caper.
Oh.
So.
Has anyone's pool gone that green within a day?
A day? I mean, it rained.
Yeah, but how much rain? I mean, rain can dilute something and change the the pH of something pretty fast.
It's not raining much over there.
Yeah.
Right now, I mean, they're in a drought just like everybody else in the West.
But she said it was fizzing.
Yeah, now that, I mean, isn't that weird?
That's disgusting.
And then I saw another thing a few days ago, somebody else's pool that had this film on it. I think it may have been, did Sue Pear post something like that? Sue, did you post a pool that had like a film on it with like these little bubbles kind of bubbling up?
That's disgusting.
It is disgusting, and it's concerning. I'll tell you that. I'm not saying that it couldn't happen naturally, but oh boy, it's kind of a reach.
So It Finished is asking, can we create a dome to cover our community on rainy days?
We certainly can. As a matter of fact, one of the things that I have been looking into is aquaponics, where you raise fish and you grow plants. Bang. So you build a greenhouse, you have the fish in there. I've seen this. I mean, I've seen just...
So we go there when it rains? Like, I don't understand. She wants to protect all of us from the rain.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm just saying that you can literally grow year-round food in, with aquaponics.
Oh, for the food, yes.
So keep the rain off the food.
Sue Pear says, oh, yes, I did. Houston actually had plans to cover the city with a dome. But Sue also said, yes, she did post something.
I really thought that was her post. Yeah, Sue's been posting a lot of really good stuff. Did you guys see the Sue Pear post that of that really weird lightning? Oh, but here, oh my God! Okay, we're gonna have to kind of go through Sue Pear's page today. So look at this.
We should have Sue Pear on.
Yeah, I really should. Yet another massive 130-mile wide sky donut appeared over Louisiana with no radar source at its center. What do you think caused it? So what do you think did cause that, babe? Let's see what people say.
A sky donut.
Yeah. Christy, our very own Christy Lejean posted, it's coming from the next radar located at Fort Polk. See, I mean, our people are on it, Christy. Christy's, by the way, the co-founder of the Clear Skies movement. So, of course, she is on it. Let's see, Opus Research. I don't even know what that is. I have thoughts perhaps it's coming from above. No, so Christy solved that caper. Now let's go down and take a look at, boy, those are the good pictures of the sky. Hey, that's me right there. That's tonight. We're talking about all that stuff. Going down here, and we are going to look at that's crazy right there. But we're looking for here we go. Look at this lightning and tell me if you think, so this was in Fort Myers, Gulf of America. The lightning does not seem normal. Does that seem normal to you guys?
Yeah.
All that just cloud to cloud lightning?
It lights up the sky.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's going for it. And I remember the night she posted this, she said it went on for like 4 hours like that.
This is Florida, right?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah, Fort Myers. Yeah. So there we go. And there's a lot of bugs. We can see a lot of bugs in the screen there. But it just goes on and 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 on. So, yeah.
Yeah, Sue says it happened multiple times, 4+ hours.
Yeah.
In the same location. I get that. It usually should be moving.
You would think that it would move with the wind flow, but it is, it's reticent to do that. It really does not want to move with the wind flow. What it wants to do is just be there.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Not normal, It Finished said.
Let's see. Nicole saying copper is very beneficial. It's why they took it out of all the plumbing in homes. Mm-hmm. I drink out of a copper pitcher. Yeah, exactly. I take a little bit of copper every night. Mm-hmm. A little copper pill. So
Christy says, I caught some crazy stuff with all the NextRad lighting up at the same time in the last few days.
Hey, I think that it is going to get even crazier. Who wants to bet dollars to donuts that the NextRad system is going to go crazy once Erin starts getting close to the Carolinas?
It'll be interesting to follow.
It will be interesting to follow. And will it be sucked in? Because the Carolinas are just being pounded, hit by everything, floods and 2 hurricanes so far have hit, right? Well, tropical storm and a hurricane, but then fires in South Carolina. But they really want to get those red states. They want to get those red states under control. Now I know that South Carolina isn't completely red; it's more blue, maybe purple. But there are a lot of good people out there. And those hills, there's a lot of good people that want to be left alone. And you can't have that, so you gotta send hurricanes, weaponize the weather. Speaking of weaponization, I'm looking at the news. I'm watching, and I don't have a problem with anybody's sexuality, whatever. I do think that if you think that you're a girl and you're a boy, that you may have some mental issues. I'm not poking fun. I'm just saying that it's not right.
So there's a deeper issue.
I think that there are some deeper issues, but I don't like the agenda at all. I don't like the agenda on either side, radical left, radical right. I don't like skinheads. I don't like Black Panthers. I don't like that radical Muslim sect that wants to take over the world, which seems like it's growing. I mean, we're hearing so much about that video you sent me about that Muslim leader saying that that's what Muslim, Allah is all about. But take a look at this and let me know what you think.
There were 2 boys at this high school, Stonebridge High School. We have the video on screen right now. They were caught on camera in the boys' locker room complaining about a biological female in the room with them. And that was a transgender student that was filming them inside the locker room, a violation of school policy, Secretary. And yet it was the boys that got in trouble for sexual harassment.
Okay, so I've got any number of problems with this. Number one, here you have a tranny that is videotaping in the boys' locker room. So it's a girl that now wants to be a boy, obviously doing this because it's an agenda issue for that transsexual or what I don't even know what we're supposed to call it.
The other way around, it would be all hell would be yelling and screaming.
Can you
about
imagine?
This, but since they're boys, it's like, oh, they can handle it.
Can you imagine if those boys were videotaping that girl that now calls herself a boy in that locker room? There would be protests and marches. You'd have all those hired protesters bust in. And this weekend, that town of Virginia, who's they've had problems before, but it would be a riot, and they'd probably riot across America. I'm certain that places like St. Louis and Portland and Seattle and Chicago would burn themselves down because that's what they do. But who knows? This is not the first time it's happened. Back in 2016, you'll remember another story just like this.
The transgender student at the center of a controversy over changing in the boys' locker room is telling his story now to 10 News. Rial Creighton is live at Rancho Bernardo High School.
First of all, I have a huge problem. This was in 2016. I've got a huge problem with them calling this girl a boy.
He says he's surprised by all the reaction.
Right, Steve. He expected some complaints. He knew that when he entered the boys' locker rom here at his high school that someone would say something. But what he didn't expect to hear was so much support.
So there we are. I mean, they're calling it a he. And this girl who now says that she's a boy, because all you have to do is say, I'm the Queen of England, and I am. All of a sudden, they're surprised at what's going on here.
There's a community here. We have like a huge community.
14-year-old freshman Jens Briscoe says he never wanted the attention.
I'm not trying to make a statement. I just want to be a boy and change and do the things that other boys do.
Born a girl, Jens says he's known since the 2nd grade he was a boy, and only this year made the decision to use the locker room associated with the gender he identified with.
Do you think that this kid's mother and father, or mother, probably no father in the house, do you think her mother is a lesbian or a they or transgender? I mean, where is this child getting this idea?
Their school. They're online. We did a whole show on it where they're lured into these websites where they get befriended and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Beckham says you can get censored on X for posting the word tranny.
Tranny. So remember, I'm 62 years old. That's what we called them for decades. That's what they wanted to be called. I mean, since when did we weaponize language so much that now you have to have a secret decoder ring to figure out just exactly what words you're allowed to say? Transsexual. There we go. So you put a Y on it, and all of a sudden it is some sort of hate speech. I can't believe it. I simply can't believe this.
NJLBC says, "What if we were talking about transmission?"
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can't call it a tranny anymore. You have to say the whole word, transmission.
LaShawn says, "I would sue the school so fast." I mean, this child's being. I watch so many shows about their detransitioning. Like, they're too young. When you're this age, this young little teenager here has no idea what her future is like.
Exactly.
And so many of them are so happy to get their girl body parts.
Yeah.
You know, they just let her be like that. Just don't touch her body. Let her go through the phase, and you'll see in about 3-4 years she'll be wearing a mini skirt, high heels, and tons of lipstick.
Yep, and trying to get into a sorority.
Right? Like, it happens so much. I had a good friend. Her daughter, you know, when my boys played chess, she always hung out. She was about 3 years younger than my boys, and she loved being a boy. Yeah. She was a tomboy was what we called her. But for years she wanted to be a boy. They let her dress like a boy and be whatever she wanted. But now she's going to college, and boy, she's wearing a mini skirt in her picture, and she's got high heels, and she's embracing her womanhood.
Yeah.
Let them be what they think they want to be. Just don't cut parts off.
Yeah,
or change hormones.
Yeah,
just
do not let them remove exactly that hormone producer, because and the whole reason that hospitals and the entire health industry, the insurance industry want to do this is because the moment you cut out, the moment you take the balls off a man, or the moment you take the uterus out of a woman, they are on chemicals
for the rest of their life.
They cannot survive without it, and all of a sudden their quality of life. I mean, look at the suicide rate is amongst the transgendered. Can I call them T because they're the LGBT in the?
Well, the LGB, that community does not like the added letters to them. They worked hard to get equality and getting married and being, just gay people. That I see constantly on a lot of different TikToks and Instagrams where the gay community is sick of it.
Yeah. And the fact